Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In Top Stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. What an emotional day, especially for Leo families. That's what they call families with law enforcement officers. Respect and honor for your service. Trooper Micah May. That's what the signs say along I-15 for the Nevada Highway Patrol Trooper who died Thursday after being struck during a car chase earlier this week. NHP put May's patrol car in front of the station for people to sign and show support. Our crew spoke to a woman who is part of a Leo family.
Things like this hit home pretty hard, so it's rough out there, but by being a better citizen, I feel like maybe we can stop some of these things from happening.
Trooper May is survived by a wife and 2 children. In health, sponsored by 4M Dental, Love Your Smile Again. Nevada's mask mandate is officially reinstated now. That's as the state's data shows we've exceeded 1,000 new COVID cases for the 6th day in a row. In a bigger picture view of Nevada's 14-day moving average, we are trending upward, but nowhere near the peak in December. At the same time, in hopes to curb that trend, new details have emerged about how this new mask mandate will be enforced. Review Journal's Renee Summerhour clarifies those details. Renee?
Jen, the updated guidance also offers details and examples of what is considered a public indoor setting, which is defined as any indoor area where other people who are not members of your household are present. Like the previous mask mandate, 1, businesses found in violation of the order could face verbal warnings, citations, and notices or other enforcement action. 2, the Metropolitan Police Department will not be involved in enforcing the new mandate. And 3, in addition to Clark County, the mandate will initially apply to the listed counties you see on your screen. County transmission rates will be reviewed by the state's health department each week. If a county shows low to moderate transmission rates for at least 2 consecutive weeks, then vaccinated people will no longer be required to wear masks, but unvaccinated people will still have to. For a full list of those exempt from wearing masks, log on to lvrj.com. Jen?
Thanks, Renee. So how are Clark County businesses and the public responding to the mask requirement? Review Journal crew stopped by some local cafes and gyms to find out.
It's hard with a mask, but if it's what's required, then do it.
We just want to stay in business and serve our clients as best as we can.
Well, I understand why we're going back to the masks. I'm not happy about it. I mean, we've had a couple of breakthrough infections even on our staff, even though most of us are vaccinated.
Those exempt from the mandate are children 9 and younger, people with certain medical conditions, those actively eating in restaurants, and musicians and athletes while performing or practicing. In weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air, no matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour's here for you. We want to remind you of the ongoing flash flood watch. We saw some of that Thursday night in parts of the valley. The flood watch lasts until Saturday night. Now to tonight's forecast. We should get plenty of rain for the rest of the evening. The worst of it is expected later tonight after midnight. Lows tonight should be in the lower 80s. Then on Saturday, it should be the last of the rain we're getting for several days with more clouds and highs staying in the 90s. After that, we'll get some sunshine and temperatures rising to about 110 by next week. In Lifestyle, sponsored by Oakmont of Las Vegas Assisted Living and Memory Care, the best care for the best life. She's only 19, but already setting major records, 2 national and world records for her age division. We're talking performing a deadlift of a whopping 402 pounds and squat with more than 347 pounds. Review Journal's James Schaefer has this incredible story.
A new national and world weightlifting record has a new home in Henderson, Nevada. And no, it's not mine. It's Milan Bunker's. The Henderson native broke the national and world record for weightlifting in her weight division, saying when she became the record holder, it took some time to realize she had done it.
I don't think I actually processed it until I got home, but it did feel really good.
Bunkers said the end-all be-all goal is to do a 500-pound lift, and she ended with a message for the local community.
I think a lot more people from Henderson should get into powerlifting, and I just think it's a great sport for the community and all of them.
For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
In Business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. A California company spends nearly $25 million to acquire even more rental units in the valley. The Bascom Group purchased 93 units in Suncrest Townhomes, a duplex-style community in North Las Vegas. Company leaders say demand for single-family rental homes have exploded. Plus, the tourism industry is looking forward to a major boost this weekend thanks to Sunday's Gold Cup final at Allegiant Stadium. However, complaints poured in from the last major event there. Officials say this time around they'll provide more water stations, shade, umbrellas, and more signs and staff to direct people in the right direction.
Here's the latest in sports. Raiders defensive tackle Solomon Thomas has been a strong advocate for mental health over the last few years and took the time to show his support for Olympians Naomi Osaka and Simone Biles, as they have both recently spoken out on the topic.
They are at the top level of all athletes, and for them to be able to, have that strength and vulnerability to say, hey, I need to take care of myself, that is unbelievable strength and just unbelievable in general. People understand the pressure that's on those athletes. They legit have the weight of the world on their shoulders, especially in an individual sport. I feel like it's extremely important, for them to be talking about that on the stage that they're on, and I think it's huge that they're doing that.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Sean Strickland is a -200 favorite at Circa Sports against Uriah Hall in the main event of the UFC card Saturday at the Apex in Las Vegas. Hall pays +175 in the middleweight bout. The total is 3.5 rounds, with the under slightly favored at -115.
In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. Guess who's making a splash at Lake Las Vegas? Mermaids. Swimming in colorful 30-pound silicone tails is apparently a trend that's sweeping the world. There are even mermaid swimming classes available right here in Vegas called Aqua Mermaid School on how to be a convincing mermaid. And the house of Las Vegas's top chef is up for sale. This is where contestants lived while battling it out on the reality show. This luxury home features 5 bedrooms, an elevator, and views of the valley. It's listed for just under $4 million. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have a Roku device, just search Review Journal to download our channel. You can watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here on Monday for more 7 at 7. Hope you have a great weekend.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.